Put me to whatever you will. Place me with whomever you choose, for I am yours and you are mine. Come like a fire, oh, burn in us. Come like a fire, oh, burn in us. And I am yours, no longer my own. Place me up, or bring me low. Use my own, or lay me aside, for I am yours and you are mine. Come like a fire, oh, burn in us. Come like a fire, oh, burn in us. Let me be full, let me be empty, let me have all things, let me have nothing. Let me be full, let me be empty, let me have all things, let me have nothing. Let me be full, let me be empty, let me have all things, let me have nothing. Come like a fire, oh, burn in us. 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 And I am yours, no longer my own. This song, Wesley Prayer, was written by a friend of mine named Mark Swayze. Mark actually adapted the words of John Wesley's covenant prayer to be a bit more user-friendly, if you will. That is, he took out the thous and the thines and he replaced them with more modern English. I love this song, and I love it because of the depth that comes from some seemingly simple words penned by John Wesley years ago. In 1775, Wesley introduced a covenant service as an important part of spiritual life in Methodist churches and societies. And to this day, there are Methodist churches that hold one of these services each year. And we actually held a covenant renewal service here at Christ Church just a few years ago. We actually had this service close to January 1st, as is tradition. Most churches hold these services as close to January 1st as possible to as a way to sort of reset your spiritual formation with the new year. And I thought this Thursday was the perfect opportunity to talk about Wesley's covenant prayer and use the words that were rewritten by my friend Mark. I am yours, no longer my own. Imagine how different our lives would be if we lived our lives this way. Truly selfless, putting God at the center of our lives and all that we do. I invite you to take that a step further and think about what it might be like to live a life that says, all of my talents, all of my work, all of my material things, these are not my own, but they're God's, and I am God's. Put me to whatever you will and place me with whomever you choose. We're called to give grace and to love others just as Christ loves us, to interact and even seek out the least, the last, and the lost, not just those who are already our friends, who are like-minded and make us comfortable to be around. We can't say things like, God, here I am, send me, but then say, okay, maybe not there when he calls us to a third world country. And we can't say no even when he calls us across the street to that one neighbor's house. You know the one. Place me up or bring me low. Use my all or lay me aside. These might be the hardest words to live out. Wesley firmly believed that faith wasn't just a feeling. It was something we practice. Wesley's original words said, put me to suffering. Now, I don't think there's any right-minded person that seeks out suffering. Wesley understood, as we should, that truly committing our lives to God is a sacrifice. There's a good chance that following Jesus will make us uncomfortable at some point. Even further, this prayer asks us to consider that God might use all of us to our fullest, but we also have to be okay with humbling ourselves enough that we might move aside when the time is right. Let me be full and let me be empty. Life, and yes, even ministry, can feel empty just as much as it can feel like your cup is overflowing on top of the mountain. Are you willing to live a life of overflowing joy, but also one in which you may be confronted with failure and doubt? Let me have all things and let me have nothing. This is us saying, God, everything is yours. Our goals, our dreams, our hopes, but also our worry, our doubt, our struggles. We give it all to you. The good and the bad, whether we have everything or whether we have nothing, it is yours. Everything I am and everything I long to be. So, as we start a new year, there are all sorts of thoughts and emotions that can come with it. I'm sure there's plenty of us out there just glad that 2020 is over. But I want to invite you, I'd love to invite you this year to pick even just a few of those words that I just spoke from Wesley's covenant prayer and consider incorporating them into your life every day this year. And may the Lord of creation dwell in your hearts this year. May he give you a peace that passes understanding. And may his love overflow from your heart to others. Be blessed, friends, and I pray that you find yourself in a closer relationship with Jesus in 2021 than ever before. Amen.